Hello, I'm Joe,
I'm Emily.
and today we're going to try and outwit, outrun, and outlast the alien in Alien: Fate of the Nostromo.
Yes, because in space, no one can hear you scream.
Ah!
Definitely not that.
Alien: Fate of the Nostromo is a 1 to 5 player game for ages 10 and up. It takes approximately 45 to 60 minutes to play, and it's published by Ravensburger.
That's right. And now you can pre-order it at Target for $29.99, and that will release on August 1st. Or you can wait till later this year, and it should be available on Amazon or your favorite local game store.
That's right. So, Alien: Fate of the Nostromo is a cooperative game where you're working together to complete a specific number of objectives, and then the final mission before the alien reduces the crew morale too much. So, even if the alien attacks you in this game, you don't get removed from the game or take damage. It reduces the entire crew's morale, so that way you lose as a team.
Yeah,
You don't want to get. No one likes to get kicked out of the game.
we're going to win as a team, though.
That's right. So, to set up the game, you get the board all out. You're going to put some tokens out. We're going to go over all these tokens and what they all are throughout the game. You get the little alien guy here, and you put him in the nest. He's just, ready to go. And then you put your all the starting characters right here in the galley. We're just hanging out.
Because the
eating
food's
some-
not that bad.
The food's not that bad. Yeah, everyone knows that. So then you're going to take this morale marker, and I'll show it up close here so everyone can see. It is the alien. And for 4 to 5 players, it'll start higher up on the board. For 1 to 3, though, we are starting right here. Normally, you set it sitting like this. We're going to put it sideways just so everyone can kind of see where it's going. To win the game, as I said earlier, you have to complete all of the objectives and then the final mission. And the final mission could be it's like we don't know what it is. It's randomly chosen, so we don't get to see it either until we've completed all the objectives. So we can't even prepare for it.
You gotta
Really,
think on your toes like
Yeah.
Ripley in that escape shuttle.
we got to pivot after we get these objectives done. But we're trying to do that before our morale gets reduced all the way down to here, because if we get to the crew loss section, we lose the game immediately. So. Once you got the board all set up, you're going to have everyone take a character. So today I'll be playing Dennis Parker, Chief Engineer of the Nostromo. And this has some information on it here. You have these spaces down here where you can hold your items. You have a spot for holding coolant. And then it also tells you if you have a special ability and how many actions you get to take every turn. So as Parker, I'll get to take 4 actions. And my special ability is to spend an action to add 1 scrap to my inventory from the scrap pile, and I can only use it once per turn. Emily, on the other hand,
Well, I'm Ripley, of course, the best.
the best.
The survivor.
That's right.
The warrant officer. Her special ability is that she can spend an action to move another crew member 1 space, and that is not limited. So as you can see, I have 4 actions. I can use all 4 to move Joe's character, Parker.
Yep.
I could use 2 movement for myself, move him 2, 3, 1, or take all 4 for myself, which I may just do to stay away from that alien.
That's right. So I'll show you a close up here of what the player boards look like. So there you have Parker. You have this like nice little artwork as well, kind of like
Very
a
cool.
painting.
Yeah.
You have the item spaces, the coolant only we refer to, and then you have their rank and their current employment. And here's Ripley as well, just so everyone can see what we're dealing with. So I'll hand that back to you. Okay. So to play the game, it's played in mostly 2 phases. On each person's turn, you're going to take your actions and then do the encounter.
Right.
The encounter phase, which is drawing an encounter card and resolving it. So there's 6 different actions you can do on your turn and then your special action.
Yeah.
But we'll go over those as we kind of get to them. We don't want to like bog down the beginning here too much.
Right.
But the first person who goes was the last person to be hissed at by a cat. Or you can just choose someone.
I'm gonna choose Joe to go first, but so you.
Oh, right. Before
Our objectives, kind of the point of the game.
Point of the game, yeah. But before we get started, now that I know I'm going to go first, we need to,
number 1.
Yeah, we need to realize or go over what our objectives are here that we actually need to complete. So the first one here is to check the hypersleep chamber. So our task is to bring a motion tracker to the hypersleep chamber.
Which is up here.
So to get a motion tracker, which is one of the items here on the right side of the board, we're going to have to collect scrap, and then we can use the craft item action to craft a motion tracker, and then we just have to take it to the hypersleep chamber. Whoever has
Be
it.
in there.
Easy.
Super easy.
The next action or objective here is where is it? And the task is to bring a flashlight to the med bay. So the med bay is right here. Again, that's another item the flashlight is, so we're going to have to get some scrap, craft the flashlight, take it to the med bay. And the last one here is we'll take our chances in the shuttle. And the task for this one is to drop 2 coolant canisters in the docking bay. So let's see here. So the coolant canisters, yep, they're spread around the ship already.
And the docking bay is right there, which is the stairway down to...
That's right. So our goal is to get 2 coolant canisters, and unlike the first 2 objectives, we can't just have them in our inventory. We have to actually take them to the docking bay and drop them, which is another action that you can take on your turn. So...
why do we have 3?
Why do we have 3? Good question. So the amount of objectives that you have to complete is 1 per player plus 1. So 3 of them in a 2-player game, 5 of them in a 4-player game,
right,
and so on, so forth.
Only up to 5 players.
Only up to, yeah. So
I say we get into it.
Get right into it.
It's a lot all at once.
It is
really, really simple to understand as you go.
I see someone is asking about Jonesy the cat. Jonesy is in the ship, and one of the items that you can craft is a cat carrier. And there are these concealed tokens around the board. If Jonesy comes out, Jonesy will actually reduce your crew morale, just like the alien would.
Yeah.
Because it scares you and then runs away. If you have the cat carrier, though, you capture Jonesy. So we might be crafting that just to get Jonesy out of the way. Just only have to deal with the alien then. No big deal.
Yeah, just one creature.
Just one, yeah. All right, so I need to get some scrap. So what should I do here? I'm going to go first, I guess, because I was hissed at by a cat, I guess.
There you go.
There we go. So the actions you can take on a turn are move is the main action you're going to be taking a lot.
Yep.
And for one action, you can move 1 space, and it's essentially just 1, 2, 3. It's anywhere on the board that has these like lines. You're moving between those for 1 action. If you ever encounter one of these concealed tokens, you do have to stop and reveal it and then resolve whatever happens. Yep. Well, there's scrap up here that's pretty close, and there's a coolant canister, which we need.
Yep.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So I took 3 move actions, and then for my 4th action, I'm going to use my special ability and add 1 scrap to my inventory from the scrap pile.
Yep.
Because
good idea.
Having more scrap is always a good thing, so I'm just going to add that over here. And then, once I'm done with all my actions, we go to the encounter phase. So, let's go ahead and flip over an encounter card, and we'll go over how these are resolved. So here's the encounter card. This one is called Quiet. There's Quiet, Alien, and then there's one where Ash will actually come out and do some finagling too here.
And we're not using Ash. He is just an extra. Not an extra. He's a part of the game, but he elevates the game to a harder level because he goes around and destroys scrap. So because it's a demo, we're not going to use him. We'll show him off later. But if you see the card, refer to him. That is a way to play. Yep,
it is a more difficult way to play the game. So we'll start at the top of the card. So this tells you how much the alien will move. So the alien has 1 movement this turn. The alien always moves towards the nearest crew member. If there's a tie, the crew members get to choose who's going to fight the
gamble.
Yeah. Who's going to get attacked? In the top right, if the alien would have attacked someone, essentially entered a space with a crew member this turn, that's how much morale damage they would do to us. Mm-hmm. So if the alien walked into a space with one of us this turn, we would have taken 2 morale loss. Then you just have the name of the card here, and then below it is a location with some symbols. So the left symbol is how much scrap is going to be added to that location, and the right symbol is how many concealed tokens are going to be added. So 2 scrap and 1 concealed token will be added to Mother. Mother is up here where I was trying to go, actually. The one last thing we have to note, though, is that if there's already a concealed token in a location, you don't add a second one, you just skip that part of the card.
Right.
But there's no concealed token in Mother, so I'll go ahead and add one there. And the concealed tokens can have Jonesy, the alien, or...
empty.
Hopefully be empty.
Empty.
But that's going to wrap up my turn, and we just go on to Emily's turn now.
All right. Well, we need to craft a motion tracker
Mm-hmm.
and also be in the hypersleep chamber, which is up there.
That's right.
Or a flashlight in medbay. Medbay's here. So
and the medbay has 2 scrap.
So I could.
And the flashlight costs 2 scraps.
1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. I end up either way. So let's go the scenic route.
Cool.
And I will just end my turn right there using all 4 of my actions as movements.
Cool. So now we'll go to the next encounter.
Great.
This one is an alien encounter card. So you see here when the alien stalks us, they move a bit faster, so they have 3 movement. And you might notice that there's this big blue line between these parts of the ship. That's because this is the lower deck or the sub deck and the main deck.
Right.
There are 2 ways to get between them. There's a ladder that leads from here to here, and a ladder that leads from here to here. And there are
they're
colored arrows that let you know that if you take this ladder, you end up here. It does take a movement to go between, which you'll probably see right now because the alien's going to walk on upstairs.
Where's it going? How many?
3.
3.
Yep.
1, 2, and then 3.
There we go. So now the alien is on the main deck with us.
Awfully close.
And also, if you notice on these alien cards, scrap and concealed tokens will not be added. So those are just bad all around. Like nothing fun even gets put on the board for us to try out. You know. So that's your turn though, right?
That is my turn.
Okay. Well, I have to go into Mother because look at all that. Or wait, I don't have to go into Mother.
You could.
I think, okay, so what I'm going to do is, because if I move into Mother and I reveal the concealed token and the alien comes over, I'm going to get attacked, we're going to take damage, and then it ends my turn.
Yep.
It's bad news. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use my special ability to add 1 more scrap to my inventory, and then I'm going to take the craft action. So when you take the craft action, you just spend however much scrap it costs to craft one of these items. So I'm going to craft the motion tracker, and I'll show you up close what this looks like here. So that is the motion tracker. In the bottom, you see an infinite symbol. That just means that this doesn't have limited uses like some of the other items. So that just goes on my board like that. And then for an action, I can use the motion tracker now.
Right.
And what the motion tracker does is reveals a concealed token up to 2 spaces away. So that's only 1 space away. So I'm going to go ahead and use my 3rd action to reveal this token. Oh!
Is it the alien?
It is the alien. So
Oh, no.
So if I would have walked in that room, we would have taken damage.
Right.
Something not too great happens still. When you reveal it, and if it is the alien actually appears in that room.
Yes.
So that you move them to that room, and then you do get a bonus action though if you reveal the alien with the motion tracker. So
you have a chance to run away a little bit.
I will have 5 actions this turn. I've taken 3 so far. So I will go ahead and just, back away a couple spaces, give the alien some room,
There.
and end my turn right there. But I do have the motion tracker now. So if I can get to the hypersleep chamber, which is up here.
1, 2, 3, 4. I cannot get you there.
No.
I could maybe help. We'll see.
Okay. We'll see.
Right.
What happens here. So.
And we don't need. Oh, we do need an encounter card. If you actually encounter the alien and have to run away, then you don't take an encounter card.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll happen before the game, so we'll explain it again then.
I just discovered the alien, so we still have to take an encounter card.
Yep.
All
right, so let's see here. We have another quiet encounter card, so the alien will only move 1 space. He's slowly creeping up behind me. And then 3 scrap and 1 encounter concealed token will go to the garage. And when you remove those concealed tokens from the board, they just get shuffled back into the total pile, so they don't get removed. Like if you reveal all the alien ones, they're not safe the rest of the game.
And I added scrap, but it already had a conceal, so I'm not adding another one.
Right. All right.
My turn?
Back to you.
All right, I'm moving in for 1. I'm picking up scrap for 2.
Excellent.
I'm going to craft a flashlight for 3. And because, let's keep track, I'm on 3.
Yeah.
Because I am in the med bay with a flashlight, I complete this Where Is It mission.
Yep. So that's how easy it was to complete that objective. So when they're completed, you just turn them face down. And now we only have 2 more to do.
And I will be super, super generous and use my 4th action to help Joe get away at least a little bit.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right. So that's going to be the end of Emily's action phase. So we'll go to her encounter. So here's one of the ash cards that Emily spoke about earlier. So this is Order 937. And it says, each crew member loses 1 scrap.
I don't have any.
Luckily, we both spent our scrap last turns. And then if Ash is in the ship, move him 2 spaces. So as Emily kind of noted earlier, Ash, you can place him in the ship at the beginning of the game for a more difficult version of the game. And he moves around and he destroys scrap in the spots he moves through. And if he encounters a crew member, he destroys some scrap that they're holding. If they don't have any scrap, though, it's morale damage.
Yeah.
So he attacks them instead. So,
He's a turd.
yeah. So we're just playing the normal version of the game instead of the increased difficulty version of it. So, that was your turn though, right?
That was me.
Okay.
You're up.
All right. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and get to.
Well, you complete that mission too, because you're
Yeah.
technically in hypersleep.
Yep, I am in the hypersleep with the motion tracker, so that completes check the hypersleep chamber. So all clear.
Check.
No alien here.
Check.
But that was my 4 actions, so I can't pick up that coolant as much as I want to
Right.
help us get to that third objective. So back to the encounter phase. This is going really too smooth so far, isn't it? I feel.
The alien cards have been generous.
Yeah, they have. All right, here we go. The alien is hunting this turn, so they'll move 2. So 1, 2, and they would have done 4 damage to us if they hit us. So that is not good.
That would have been bad.
But Emily has the flashlight, so we explain what the motion tracker does.
Right.
What the flashlight does, if you would ever take morale damage, Emily's character, you reduce it by 1.
Right.
So that is included like on her turn, or it doesn't take an action to use.
Right.
On my turn or during the encounter phase, it doesn't matter if you have the flashlight, and it has infinite uses too. So
Right.
they're really good to get early in the game, especially in a 2-player game if both of you can get them, because then you're just going to take a little less morale damage since you don't have much to go. So, that is it for my turn though. So back to you.
Right. I need a coolant canister.
Mm-hmm.
And the alien's blocking that one, and you're dibsing that one. So I'm going to have to come down here and reveal. I really wish that I had scrap to have a motion detector, but I don't. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I'm coming
4.
down for 4. The very first thing you have to do is a conceal. Oh, no!
All right, so Emily revealed the concealed token, and it is the alien. So on the token, it has a picture of the alien, and then it shows you how much morale damage you're going to take.
But I
So
have the
we will take
flashlight.
3, but Emily has the flashlight, so instead we will only take 2. 1, 2, we move it down, and then this gets shuffled back into the rest of the concealed tokens again to be possibly added back out later. So what else happens when you encounter the alien?
I run.
You do have to flee 3 spaces away. So
1, 2, 3. I could come to this coolant canister, or I could go 1, 2, 3.
back up towards
And
that one.
Back up towards that one.
It's up to you. We could go 1, 2, 3 into this room with all that scrap and be trapped if
But
the
there's
alien
a
steps
concealed,
up.
yeah.
There is another
so
concealed,
I don't
yep.
want to do that. Thanks, though, for asking.
And if you flee into another concealed token, that stops your movement, and you have to reveal that and resolve it.
I want scrap, but that's farther away. I can realistically get to the coolant, so I'm just going to do that. 1, 2, 3.
Cool.
And because we did encounter the alien this time, no encounter card, so
Yep.
it's just now.
So if you encounter the alien on a concealed token, it ends your turn. You don't get to take any more actions, but then you don't have to draw an encounter card either. So it's all quiet now. All right.
Too quiet.
A little too quiet. Let's see here. So for my first action, I'm going to go ahead and pick up this coolant canister. And where do we need to take him to? The docking bay?
The docking bay right next to you.
Yeah.
And next to the alien.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my problem with the docking bay there.
Just sneak on over to the galley or something and hide.
Well, I only have 3 more actions left, so I can get 1, 2, 3. I can only get 1 away from there.
Well, you're within 3 of him coming anyway.
I know. But so are you right now.
3, 1, 2, 3. So you're just gonna not move. Oh, make some scrap.
I can do that. I feel like I should just move and drop it, and if he attacks me, he attacks me. We have a lot of morale left, and we only have 1 objective. It might be worth the damage.
I feel like that's tempting fate, but okay.
It is. 1, 2, and then for my third action, I'm going to take the drop, and go ahead and, or for my fourth action, I'm going to drop that
Did you
coolant
craft?
canister there.
Or no, you did not craft.
Nope, I didn't. I picked up the coolant canister for my first action,
Okay.
dropped for my fourth, and then moved.
Okay.
Oh, encounter. Oh, great. Perfect. See, he moves 1. The alien does, so...
He's moving into yours.
Yeah, the alien will come on up to my spot there. I will take 2 morale damage, or the crew will take 2 morale damage, as it says there. So move that down. But then 2 scrap and 1 concealed token will go out the docking bay, which is where we're at.
And because we're already there, we do not actually have to deal with this.
It's when you enter the space, not when you leave it or if you're already there. So I could, but I have to leave anyways because the alien came in and messed up my day. So I got to flee 3 away. So I will go this way. I'm gonna come back over here and try to.
He can see you. You're not even hiding behind a corner.
Well, the doors are closed.
I'm just saying that Ripley got away from hiding behind a corner. So.
Well, I'm behind the
Okay.
the food in the galley. It'll be okay.
He's not hungry for galley food.
I know the alien's hungry for us.
For Parker food. Okay. That was an encounter, so we don't have to do an encounter card again.
No, that was the encounter card.
That was
Yep.
the encounter card.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's your turn again.
So 1 is going to be picking up the coolant can.
Yep.
2, 3, 4.
Okay, excellent. So we'll go ahead and reveal the next encounter card. So it is quiet again. The alien will move 1. So let's see, they're 1, 2, 3, 4 away from you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're gonna move down, coming for Ripley.
I got a flashlight.
No, I guess the card was covering that. So yeah, so Ripley is 1, 2, 3, 4 from where the alien was at, but I was 5, so the alien went down instead. And then we'll put 2 scrap and a concealed token in the airlock.
2 scrap, 1 conceal.
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna head up here to Mother. I'm going to pick up scrap for my first action, and when you pick up scrap as an action, you can pick up all the scrap in a room, so it's not 1 per scrap. So that was my second action, to pick up scrap.
Same with if we traded. If you're in the same spot, you could trade, and that would be the same thing. You can
It's
trade
as many
much.
items, and or scrap as you want to trade. The next action I'm going to take is to pick up this coolant canister, just in case Ripley can't make it over there, or gets the alien chasing after her.
Or our final mission needs.
Yeah, or sometimes the final missions need coolant canisters. So yeah, it's good to have it since I can carry it anyways.
Yep.
And then for 4, I'll move back out. Or should I craft something? I have 4 scrap.
Okay, so let's see. We already have a motion. You have a motion tracker. I've
Yep.
got a flashlight. So we have the electric prod as an option.
Yep.
That reduces the amount of morale by 2, but it only gets 2 uses.
Yep.
Or you've got the grapple gun. And that one moves the alien back, 3 spaces.
Yep, if I shoot it.
And then you've got the incinerator. That costs 4 to craft, but that sends the alien back to the nest, and that also has 2 uses.
I like the incinerator, I think.
You like the incinerator? I'm liking the cat
Because
carrier. What if you come along?
Where do we have to go? We have to go to the docking bay, which is up here. So that would get the alien all the way back to the
Right,
nest
that's
when you
true.
incinerate it. So I'm going to spend 4 scrap to craft the incinerator.
Right?
And as Emily said, that has 2 uses. So to use it, you have to be within 3 spaces of the alien. You use an action, you flip it over, and then see now it has 1 use left. And it sends the alien all the way back to the nest. So you don't have to deal with it for a while, hopefully. All right, back to the next encounter to end my turn. Order 937.
Those are never good.
Meet me in the infirmary. The active crew member moves to the med bay. And then it says, if Ash is in the ship and no crew members with him, move him 2 spaces. So I will move myself to the med bay.
Real close to the alien.
Right up next to the alien. Fun for me. But it is your turn.
Okie dokie. Let's see. I could move you 1, 2, 3 and trade with you. No, that would be silly. I could just move you, but so you could still incinerate him.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
how
then you
many
can-
for the incinerator? It's 3.
3 spaces, yep.
1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna move you 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And then I guess really I'll just.
Could you move up 1?
I'd have a
start heading-
flashlight though if he comes.
Right.
So I'm just gonna hang out. We're gonna be buddies.
Okay.
Besties.
So yeah, Emily's just skipping her 4th action, which is fine.
Yeah.
All right, so I will go ahead and reveal the next one. It is quiet again. We're looking out here. The alien will move 1 towards us. And then, unfortunately, 2 scrap and an concealed token are going to go in the galley.
Where are we
So,
at?
right where we need to go.
But
Yep.
you've got the motion tracker
I do.
with unlimited uses. So you're gonna just shoot that way, shoot that way.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I got a lot of using my items here this turn. So,
Parker was pretty BA in the movie, so it is fitting that he's just gonna sit there and.
yep, I
Save
got
the
my
day.
incinerator, I got my motion tracker. So, what I'm going to do is I will, for my first action, use the motion tracker to reveal this. Just in case it was the alien, I wanted to do that first.
Yeah.
Because if I use the incinerator and then reveal the alien here,
He'd pop back up.
yeah, it'd come right back.
Smart.
Oh, there's one up there too that could be the alien now.
Well, I think we need to deal with the problems in front
Yep.
of us first.
So for my second action, I will use the incinerator. So I'll flip it over. That'll burn the alien. Yep, it goes running back to the nest. For my third action, should I trade you the motion tracker since you'll be able to
Move next?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I got room.
All right, so yeah, I'll do a trade to give you the motion tracker, and then for my fourth action, I'll just move 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll just come up that way. Yeah, I can pick up that scrap on the way or something. So
That'll beat you to it.
encounter. So here we go. Alien will move 1 again, and then we'll put 1 scrap and a concealed token in the workshop.
Workshop is down here. Already has it concealed, so we'll just get the 1 scrap.
All right, your turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go. Okay, so I'm gonna go 1, 2. For 3, I'm going to use the motion tracker to track this. Oh, it's Jonesy. I'm gonna show Jonesy.
Yeah, let's show
I feel
Jonesy
like
off
he's a car
here.
favorite. Even though he still does damage.
There's
Jonesy. 'Cause
Jonesy.
He's so cute.
So, oops, I have it upside down. There we go. So there's Jonesy. You can see him down there in the ship. He's really small, but he does do the 1 morale. But luckily, you have the flashlight, so it is reduced by 1. So you don't take any damage. And if you would have had the cat carrier, you would actually capture Jonesy.
Well, I don't do. Would I do damage anyway? Because I'm not in the space.
What do you mean?
Would I do damage?
Oh no, it wouldn't anyways. Because you're right. You use the motion tracker, so
That's right.
cool.
All right, so I moved 1, 2. I motion tracked for 3.
Oh, if you move me there, I can drop my canister. 1, 2, 3. I could get there and drop mine next turn, anyways.
But then now you can pick up scrap too, just in case we need it. So I'll move him for 4.
Okay.
And you can just do both cooling canisters, even though I do have 1. I'm not totally dependent,
Hey.
but teamwork.
All right, so here we go. This is a bad card. So
Awesome.
this is called Alien. Return the alien to the nest. So hey, that's good, right? But then all the bad stuff comes. It says, place a concealed token in each room where no crew members or concealed tokens are present. So we're
Rooms
gonna take
are all labeled with these little blue.
Yep. And one up
Actually, I think there's
here.
only. Oh well, you're in the galley, so that's good.
Yep.
But another one goes in the docking bay,
Yep.
hypersleep.
Yep.
We're here, the maintenance. I think that's all of them.
Yeah, so that's really gonna slow us down now because we have to check out everything and make sure.
Well, you have right there. You can craft another motion tracker because there are 2, and check that room.
Yep, I could.
Anyway.
All right, so then after you place those all out there, you do shuffle all alien encounter cards back into the deck. So let me find the alien cards that have come out so far.
So.
And that is the ones that actually say alien on them, like that. And that's not normally see-through, it just matches our green screen. So.
And a byproduct of that, of course, is the longer you play, the harder it's going to be because there are multiples of those cards. So you don't put those nice, quiet cards back in. You just keep moving those bad aliens. So it's not timed, but it's timed.
Eventually, the encounter deck's just going to get to be the ash cards that are removing your scrap, and the alien cards that are making
Ruining
the
your day.
alien move fast and attack for a lot.
Right.
Yeah. So.
That's a pro tip for you.
Yeah. Yes.
Go quicker.
Go fast.
All right. So it's your turn.
Yeah. So I will start by picking up the scrap. Spend the
Craft that
2 to
motion.
craft the second motion tracker. And then I'm going to use the motion tracker to reveal this. It is empty.
Yay!
So this is what the empty ones look like. Just the empty hallway. That gets shuffled back in. So that was 1, 2, 3 actions. So for my fourth action, I'll move 1 over.
Perfect.
And encounter phase. Order 937, crew expendable. So this is like that alien card we just had. So the active crew member loses all scrap tokens. Luckily I spent mine. Shuffle all Order 937 encounter cards back into the encounter deck. And if Ash was on the board, he would move as well, unless he was with.
Well, while you are shuffling those
So similar to the alien cards, we have the Order 937 cards. Those are all going to get shuffled back in, making it more difficult for us.
While you do that, I'm taking my turn because here I am. 1, 2. My third action will be dropping in the coolant canister, and my fourth action will be picking up this scrap.
Yep, so when you drop that second coolant canister, that does complete the second objective. or the third
Third,
objective, the
yeah.
final objective, we'll take our chances in the shuttle.
Mhm.
So we drop 2 coolant canisters in the docking bay. We have successfully done that. So that flips over, and then when that flips over, we reveal the final mission.
Dun, dun. Now there are 5 final missions, so it is just luck of the draw.
Yep. So at the beginning of the game, you
Same
shuffle
with
them up.
objectives. How many? There's several objectives too.
There's a lot that come with it. Yeah. Yep. So you're getting different objectives and different.
So
final
it's not
missions.
the same old.
Yep. That's right. So this one says we're gonna blow up the ship.
Cool.
Setup. So place all discarded coolant canisters into equipment storage. We currently don't have any discarded coolant canisters. As I said earlier, you can take coolant canisters to the workshop and discard them to create more scrap. We haven't even been, well, we did, you went down there, but
For a minute.
yeah, we haven't needed a ton of scrap yet this game, so we've been lucky not have to do that. So they stay where they are. The active crew member takes all the self-destruct tracker, that's you, takes the self-destruct tracker and places 4 countdown tokens on it. Okay. So we happen to have that over there already.
This board, and these are just removable. 1, 2, 3, 4, and again they all move. The board under it looks the same, but
yep,
just like the movie, you know, you gotta activate all those knobs.
So at the start of that crew member's turn, the following turns, 1 token will be removed from the self-destruct tracker. So at the beginning of every one of Emily's turns, she is now going to have to remove one of those. So now there's a new defeat condition besides the crew lost. Oh, that's hard to see there. I'll do this. So besides us getting our morale to crew lost, there is a new defeat condition. If the crew member with the self-destruct tracker starts their turn and cannot remove one of the tokens, the Nostromo and her crew are destroyed.
Basically, I got 4 turns.
Yep. So
when it gets back to me, I'll take this one. When it gets back to me, I'll take this one, and so on and so forth.
The way we win now is by completing this mission, and to complete it, all crew members must assemble in the airlock, which is right there, with 1 scrap each and 1 coolant canister each.
Well, wait, Brian, can we re-pick them up?
Yeah, you can.
Boom.
So
there's hope.
There is hope. We really lucked out here because we're in a good situation. The coolant canisters had to be right by where we needed to go anyway, so now we can just pick them up and move them on. Woo! That is lucky.
Don't jinx it, all right?
Don't jinx it.
The alien's fast.
The alien is fast, yeah, and the encounter deck is getting harder. That was the end of your turn, but we haven't done the encounter yet, have we?
Oh, yeah, see?
Yeah.
It's already coming for us.
Yep. So here's the encounter. Oh, look, stock. So the alien will move 3.
1, 2, 3. So it's
right below us. And then nothing else happens. The alien just stalks us. That's great.
Okay.
Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. I'm going to spend my last charge of the incinerator to burn the alien. So this goes back over there, and that sends the alien back to the nest. So that's 2 actions. Oh, that was a bad move.
Why?
Oh, too late now.
Why was it a bad move?
For my 3rd action, I'm going to motion tracker this room. We lucked out. If that was the alien, it would have came right back to where we needed it to go.
Hey, we're super lucky.
Yeah. So that gets removed from the board.
Another pro tip. Do that first.
Think about your actions before you take them all.
All right.
And maybe talk it out with your team. It is a team game, right? So for my 4th action, I can move 1, or I can craft a scrap. That way I have it.
I have another scrap, so I can trade you one next time if you want to do that. So if I would pick
Let's
up
see
a
if you
canister.
can pick one up. Move. Ooh, for my 4th action, I will trade with you to get a scrap. How's that sound?
You could have just crafted it yourself, but okay.
Oh, right, yeah, I'll do that. That's silly. I'll leave your 2 and I'll craft one myself. Duh.
That way, just in case everyone has to lose one, I still have one.
Yeah, don't forget about your special abilities either. So I'll use my special ability to craft 1 scrap. Alright, so now we go to the encounter phase. The alien stalks again, so the alien moves 3 one more time. 1, 2, 3. Our incinerator's gone too, so that's we're tough luck now. We have to deal with this alien. All right, your turn.
Okay.
At the beginning of your turn, remove 1 from the board.
Oh, yep.
Tick tock.
Tick tock.
Tock.
Tick tock. I'm going to pick up the coolant canister.
Okay. 1 action.
should I motion detect either of those to try and get the alien not one away, but maybe two?
Well, you can do that, the
One.
hypersleep chamber from where you're at.
One. I know, but this one. Okay. So I've done one action. Let's reveal that for two with my motion tracker.
It is the alien. So you will gain an action, and the alien moves up there.
So I've technically only done one action.
Okay.
Two.
Okay.
Three.
That one is clear.
Four.
Sure.
Should I move you away from it a little bit? Can you still 1, 2, 3, 4? You can.
I already have a coolant canister. I don't need to pick it up.
Oh, well then.
Sure.
Well, wait. You have a flashlight? You have a flashlight too? No?
No flashlight.
But we can choose him to come towards me.
Yep.
Let's go with that.
Okay. So let's reveal the encounter. The active crew member moves to the med bay. It is Order 937. Meet me in the infirmary again.
Cool.
And then if Ash was in the ship, he would move around too.
Oh, man.
You're far away now.
I am 2 turns away now.
Okie dokie. So what I'm going to do, I think, because it's my turn again, is move here for 1, pick up the scrap for 2.
You have 3, so you could do the grapple gun and move them 3 away.
No, what I think I'll do, since you're so far away anyways,
Did you craft one yourself?
is I'm going to craft a scrap, and then for my
Incinerator?
4th action, craft the incinerator. Just in case he's in our way, we can send him,
Back to the nest.
the alien, way out of, get out of here. Go back to the nest, alien.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's my turn,
Encounter,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, encounter. Oh, we got a quiet. Not many of those left, I don't think. So the alien will move 1, and then 2 scrap, and a concealed token will go to the equipment storage, which is right here. But there's already concealed tokens. Just some scrap.
Okay. So it's me.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Alrighty.
I'm so close. I think you should just incinerate. He's gonna damage us, but then you're just gonna shoot him back just for.
We're
Send him
fine.
back to where
We're
he came
fine anyways. Okay,
are
so
we?
the alien card came up again. Lost the signal. So the alien's going to return to the nest.
Oh wait, that was my turn. So I would.
Oh, right. Yeah, we forgot to
That's
do that at
good.
the beginning of your turn. Good call. Yep. So we only have 2 more of your turns left. So we forgot about that, didn't we? How
We
little time we have left.
Yeah.
So
Good talk.
at the end of your turn, we'll do this. The alien goes back to the nest again.
He does.
Yep.
Alright.
And then we place a concealed token at every location where we are not.
So there would be one there.
Here.
There.
Cutting off the whole ship again. Luckily not in the airlock since
Because
I
you're
am
already there.
there. Luckily I stayed there and I didn't move out. If I would have moved out.
Smart choice.
Yep, so then all the alien cards get shuffled back in again. Got them all. Okay. My turn?
Yep. Craft a scrap.
I will craft a scrap. So I have one on me.
And then that's it.
And then I'm just going to stay there, I think.
And an encounter card.
Well, I could motion tracker there.
Why would you bring me? Why?
Maybe I
No.
want to use my incinerator. Try it out. I haven't got to try my new incinerator I
No.
crafted. It is the alien card again. Well, a different one. This is the hunt card. So the alien will move 2. So it is coming for us.
It is now my 3rd turn, so I
Yep.
will remove that tracker. However, I'm going to move into the airlock with my
Yep.
move. And because, what does it say? We have a scrap and...
1 scrap and 1 coolant canister each.
That's a new word, canister.
Canister. We have achieved the final mission. We
Huzzah!
are going to blow up the ship. We've made it before the self-destruct to the airlock so we can escape, and
The alien is not in there
hopefully
napping.
the alien is not in the escape pod napping.
Spoiler alert.
Wait, there's a second one. I
An egg.
don't know. Spoiler alert, yeah. But yeah, that's Alien Fate of the Nostromo. Or Nostromo.
Nostromo.
Ooh, yeah. So let's show off the other characters and their special abilities and
Alrighty.
stuff like that, and then we'll show off all the miniatures. So I'll start with the alien miniature, I guess. Look at get him up close here. Hopefully you can kind of see. Very cool looking miniature.
Super cool.
Looks just like the alien from the movie.
Just like
Go with Parker next. Very good.
Ripley over here.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
you got
go
Brett.
ahead.
You got Brett.
Yeah, I got Brett.
Invisible Brett.
Oh no, Brett! I'll show him up here. Why do you gotta be green, Brett?
And that is Brett's card.
Yep, let's show off
Which
Brett.
will also be invisible, huh?
Yep. So Brett is the engineering tech. He only gets 3 actions per turn compared to Ripley and Parker having 4. And his special ability is reduce the cost of any item that costs 2 or more scrap by 1 scrap. And items don't take an action to craft. So Brett is really good to like
build,
pick up scrap, build stuff, and then trading
off.
it with other people. So it'd be great in like a 4 or 5 player game because they can kind of manage all that.
All right, you want to get Dallas? Or, oh,
Yep,
nope,
let's show
you're
Dallas. Yep, Dallas.
Ducking Dallas.
Ducking, yeah, ducking Dallas. Yeah, he's in a crouch position. That's how he thinks best. Let's see here. And Dallas's special ability is he has no special ability as the captain, but he has 5 actions. So, in games where I've played Dallas, he's great to actually move around, grab stuff, bring it back to other people, trade, or I would follow people around and like trade the items with them and use them and trade them back on their turn and stuff like that. He's great for just versatility.
Lambert.
Oh, and Lambert. Let's show Lambert. Emily's favorite character in the movie.
Listen, if you've seen the movie, you'll understand why I don't like Lambert.
Yeah. There's Lambert. I think that's the scene right at the end, right before the alien. Spoiler alert again, gets her. So here we have Lambert has 4 actions as well. They are the navigator for the ship, and their special ability is spend an action to look at the top card of the encounter deck, and then you can put it on the bottom. So Lambert's really good in a higher player count game as well because you can really help control this encounter card deck on your turn at least, and make sure that something awful isn't going to come up, like maybe the main alien card that makes you reshuffle them all and then cuts off the entire ship. You can make sure that's on the bottom of the deck and stuff like that if you get lucky.
She's useful in the game. On a ship, though.
So we have Ripley. Her hair is feathered and fatal.
Feathered and fatal. Super 70s.
Super. Yep. And I'll show off Ripley's card as well.
I think I mean, yeah.
Again, yeah, we'll do it again because it's Ripley.
Because it's Ripley.
There we have it. 4 actions, and again, the special ability was move another crew member 1 space. That's huge. And that really works well for Ripley because you can just move other people into the alien instead of having to move into it yourself. Or
she hasn't done that yet, though.
You could walk them into the concealed tokens to reveal them.
That, I guess, I could use you as my baby.
Yeah. And that way Ripley survives.
More commonly, I use it, I just don't do anything, and I move people, and I'm pretty useless, except for my special ability, so that's been more likely. So then here's the
self-destruct tracker.
Yep, tracker.
It's pretty cool. It's the cores and like that they open up on the ship and they all come up.
Fun. They're the same thing. It's just removable
just to help
versions.
You. And there's your danger warning. And
we can go over the more objectives. So you saw R3, but again, it's 1 per every player plus an extra, so you could have up to 6 if you play with 5 people. So there's also drive them into the airlock. In that case, you need to bring an incinerator to the airlock. There is what's the damage. That means that all crew members have to be in the workshop. Yeah, that one's really hard if you have a lot of players.
Yeah, if you have 4 people, you have to get everyone down to the sub deck.
Right.
Which is tough, even if you have this incinerator, because you're sending the alien right back here. So, yeah, it's tough. You get cut off quick on that one.
Shouldn't have landed on this ball. Bring a grapple gun to the garage. The garage is down
So we didn't craft the grapple gun, but the ability of the grapple gun is if the alien's within 3 spaces, you can use it to move the alien 3 spaces away. So instead of just sending them back to the incinerator, you can actually send the alien like up to a corner of the ship or something like that, kind of get them out of a way for a while.
Scoot them, especially if you do need to get down here. You don't want to send them back to the nest. You want to send them back like towards the bridge or there. Yep. All right, give it a little incentive. Bring an electric prod to the galley. So the galley was up here, and we did not do a prod either, did we?
We didn't, but it's like the flashlight where it reduces the morale loss, except it has 2 uses, and it reduces by 2 instead of 1.
Encounter the nest. Bring an incinerator to the nest. That's where everyone wants to go, right? Is to the nest.
You got to burn the nest up.
All right, we've got prep suits. Strap 2 coolant canisters in suit storage. So we did it in the docking bay, but you can also have it where you have to go to suit storage,
which is right there.
And then the last option is crew meeting all crew members in the galley, which was right there with at least one scrap token.
Yep. So there's that one right there. So lots of other objectives that could come out and cause you much more trouble.
Yeah.
And
Lots.
as I said, if you're playing at higher player counts, those meet in the same spot ones get really tricky to do. Fun, but tricky.
Is there a way to get the board a little closer so they can see like how
Yeah.
this artwork's super cool. And it is harder, I know, farther away to see that there's 2 levels. It's really easy to read on the board. It might not be as easy or translate as well on the camera.
Ooh,
But
so let's show that off here.
so let's go up. There
Yeah.
you go.
And
So
there
that's
is like the Nostromo up there.
it's basically the top floor we're showing you now. And then if you move it, right
There's the nest.
it's the nest and the subfloor. And
Yep.
you can see, a sub deck, and there it is labeled also.
And then if
but
we
it's
move over,
really
you
easy
can see
to
the
read.
crew morale just a little bit closer to the track there.
Yep.
And then one of the best parts here of the board
One of the.
is on the back. You have Jonesy coming out of the dark, just like in the movie, terrifying the crew.
If you've played this, but your friend hasn't, you just pick up the board and you hiss at them,
And then
and
they
they
get to
go
be first
first.
player.
and pressure's on them.
Yeah.
And then we've got the box, which is a super cool box with the egg.
Yep. In space, no one can hear you scream.
Definitely not if you scream like Joe.
No.
Ah!
Help.
And then like the sides all have
The egg or
really
Jonesy.
cool artwork. The Nostromo itself.
Yep.
The what was it called?
Xenomorph?
The
or
xenomorph.
alien, yeah.
The xenomorph. And then there it is,
Jonesy.
crowd favorite,
Yep.
Jonesy. And then the back, of course, is
Oh, and that's what we didn't go over. Well, we kind of covered it earlier, but there is Ash as well. And for a more challenging game, you can set up Ash. Ash would start in the med bay because
Hi Jonesy. That's right.
That's right.
He does damage
Meow,
and you
meow.
still can't hate him.
He would start in the med bay right here, and then slowly move around the ship, destroying scrap or removing it from the board,
Right.
and taking scrap from people's inventory as well and removing it, or
Right.
doing damage to the crew as well. So on top of keeping away from the alien, you also have to watch out for Ash. And there's actually some final missions that even if you're not playing with Ash,
What are the other final missions we can go over?
I think I'm actually missing one over here, but there are some of that. If Ash, even if you're not playing with Ash, one of the final missions will bring Ash out. It's called "You Have My Sympathies," which is this one right here, and you have to like collect coolant canisters and then encounter Ash on the board and use the coolant
yeah, that was
canister to
very-
kind of
we-
do
we
damage
lost.
to him, and you have to do 3, and then
We did not complete
he's
that mission.
defeated and you win.
It
No,
was
we did not.
Incredibly difficult.
Yep, it's cool because it's like, okay, you have your first part of the game, and then the final mission happens. It's like, okay, now we have to like actually fight back.
Yeah.
But the alien's still on the board too,
Yeah.
coming for you. So not only do you have to defeat Ash, you also have to watch out for the alien. It's like there's so much going on. It's awesome. This one is Escape on the Narcissus. So you have to assemble in the docking bay. So that's actually pretty easy. Oh no, there's 2 objectives as well. You have to drop 1 coolant canister in the docking bay per crew member. So which the docking bay was right here. And then you also have to have a crew member with the cat carrier and incinerator in inventory. And then after you complete those 2 objectives, you then have to all meet in the docking bay. All the crew members.
Super simple. We made it look easy because we happened to be, but the final mission is
Usually very, very tricky.
very difficult.
This one is cut off every bulkhead and every vent. To win this one, you have to clear all concealed tokens on the Nostromo to win the game. So if that alien, like we had almost every
Right?
room, we had almost every
Even if
concealed
you have
token out on
almost
the
all
board.
of them and then you do that encounter card and just right
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Rough.
And towards the end of the game, it's going to be more likely that keeps coming
Right.
out. And the last one is blow it out into space. So this one, the alien must be in or adjacent to the docking bay. 1 crew member must be in the airlock. 1 crew member must be at the bridge. And then you have to reveal an alien type encounter from the deck in the encounter phase to win. That one's tricky.
Right.
It takes a lot of setup, but
So we do have someone asking about the coolant canisters affecting the alien, and they do not. The only effect they have to complete missions or to trade it in the workshop for scrap or in that final mission where you need to use it against Ash.
Yep.
The aliens don't care. Or the aliens, no, the alien doesn't care.
yes. Someone is asking, on top of the xenomorph, will there be a face hugger you have to deal with? There is not. This game, as far as rewatching the movie, it takes place after that scene, after the face hugger
After the galley?
Yep, they're back on the ship. The I forgot which crew member it was, has the chest burster come out, everyone gets scared and it takes off. This takes place after that, so there's no face hugger, there's no eggs. We're already back on the ship, just
one alien.
with one alien that we know of. So no. Thankfully no face huggers.
In this one. There are a lot of alien movies though, so you never know.
You never know, right?
You put it out there, so.
But yeah, does anyone, I'm not sure if anyone wants to see anything else, or we've pretty much shown off everything.
I feel like they've seen mostly everything.
Everything, again, the box is kind of just like...
Oh, I guess the back of the...
Oh yeah, the back of the player boards are the...
Like the badges.
There we go. And yeah, it has your name on there. And then, yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up here, so...
Yep, so remember, go pre-order at Target now, it's $29.99.
Yep.
You can wait. That comes out August 1st, or wait until later and check out Amazon or wherever, whatever your game store is that you like to go to. But Target comes first, or releases first on August 1st. That's a lot of first.
Yes, that's true.
Releases first on August 1st at Target.
And again, this is a 1 to 5 player game, so it can be played solo, ages 10 and up. Takes about 45 to 60 minutes, so we played it in just about an hour, even explaining everything and showing off everything here. And it was published by Ravensburger.
Right.
So yeah, that's going to go ahead and wrap up our stream. Thanks everyone for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed watching us defeat the alien, or escape the alien.
Yeah.
We didn't defeat it.
Yeah.
It's still roaming around this ship. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Till next time though, stay safe and thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.